Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an OU match against, well, someone. I did it again. Yep, I had the battle, I finished having the battle, and then I closed the window without recording the name. So, I don't really know who this is, but that's fine. Um, to the battle, I thought he'd lead with Bronzong or his Zoroark. So I figure Hydreigon would be a good lead because I can just U-turn out, and if it doesn't break the illusion, then I can go into something to counter a Bronzong, and nothing else really wants a lead, so it's probably going to be one of those two. I am Scarf, so he can't hit me with his Zoroark unless he is Scarfed, which is not too common on the leading varieties, because they usually have Focus Sash or Life Orb, especially since it doesn't, like, it gets a U-turn, but it's not that great, but I don't know. Whatever. So that was basically the only thing. I figured he'd think I'd lead with Tyranitar, so his Bronzong would be a more obvious choice, although he could have Focus Blast on his Zoroark, but whatever. So I'm gonna just lead here and just go for the U-turn, and that is gonna do damage. Just give me switch initiative and show me if it's Zoroark or not. So he's gonna do the Dragonite, which I'm like, that's kind of weird. But I'm gonna go for the U-turn, and it's gonna do like nothing, and he's gonna not break illusion. So I'm like, okay, it's actually a Dragonite, which is weird. I'm gonna go into my Tyranitar because I do have Suicune, which is a Crowcoon, but it doesn't have an Ice Beam, so it's kind of useless against a Dragonite, especially if it has Dragon Dance. And I don't have a Steel type, so this Tyranitar is really the best thing I have. It has decent base defense, and it's got max HP, and it has Stone Edge, which for some reason I don't go for. I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rocks. I knew Earthquake wouldn't kill me, but it's like, I really should have just went for Stone Edge. That was kind of stupid, but pays out because he doesn't have Earthquake. He must have Fire Punch because he switches out, and he is not able to deal with me. Fire Punch does make sense because, again, Bronzong and Skarmory are very annoying. But then you lose out on things like Tyranitar. So, I'm going to go my Victini before he sets up Stealth Rocks and threaten him out with a Fire Blast, and that's exactly what's going to happen. But however, he's going to go into Snorlax, and judging from the way that he brought it into the fairly obvious Fire Blast, I'm going to say he's Thick Fat with max special defense. But my Fire Blast is going to miss anyway, so I don't really know. So yeah, I was going to switch into my Tyranitar here. I probably should have. And I also probably should replace Earthquake for Superpower on it. But yeah, no, I didn't want to get hit with an Earthquake from Snorlax, so I'm like, go to Gliscor. He should be able to take Body Slam, and it doesn't take it very well. I mean, I know I'm max attack, max speed. This is like an offensive Gliscor, basically like a Breloom kind of thing. But yeah, that Body Slam does a lot. However, it doesn't do half, so I'm going to protect so that I can get back over half, and then I know he can't kill me, and he can no longer paralyze me, so that's fine. I considered also going for the Swords Dance, but considering how he has both a Gyarados and a Bronzong, neither of which I can really touch, I'm just going to go for the Earthquake, and that is going to do quite a bit. And he's going to Body Slam me again, and that's not going to kill, but it is going to do a lot. But, you know, with Poison Heal, it's not too big of a deal. I figure if I can protect again, I'll get back up over enough damage where he won't be able to KO me. However, he's going to switch into a Gyarados, but he doesn't have Intimidate, so I am considering that he's going to be going for the Dragon Dance right away, as opposed to, like, something like Taunt, or I don't really know. But I know it's a more offensive set, so he's definitely going to have Dragon Dance. It's not going to be like some sort of weird, like, para-flinching set or defensive or whatever. So I do just go for the Ice Fang straight away because I know I won't be able to do too much after he gets up with Dragon Dance. And then I'm going to just protect to gain more health and stall him out of some more HP. Because I figure he's not going to want to do a second Dragon Dance when he can just outright kill me. Especially since I just Ice Fanged him and kind of showed him up. But I am going to switch to my Suicune, who is going to take that waterfall fairly nicely. Yeah, well, I mean, it's his job, right? It's only +1 and all that fun stuff. So he's quickly losing health. I figure I could go for the Surf here, but that looks about the range to where he dies from Life Orb and Sandstorm. So I'm just going to go for the rest. I know Stone Edge is not going to kill, but it's going to do a lot, which is why I didn't want to go for the Surf. So I rest up, get up all my HP, and now he's kind of mad because, well, you know, his Gyarados is basically dead. Unfortunately for me, that Sand is not going to take him out from this range. He's going to barely hang on. And I figure, leave Suicune in, right? I mean, he got a Bronzong, which I can kind of wall, but like I have other things for it, namely Victini, and he's got a Dragonite, which I can't really wall, so it's like, just stay in. I'm gonna sleep talk the rest, and he's gonna miss, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, Sonage would have done a lot of damage. He might have even KO'd me, but it didn't matter because I don't need this Suicune. He's gonna go into his Breloom, and I'm thinking, well, I'm max defense. Might as well just wake up and maybe get hit with a couple seed bombs or whatever. Um, whatever. But he goes for the Grass Knot, and I'm like, for a second, I'm like, how the fuck did Breloom do that much damage with a Grass Knot? Like, what? How did he do that much damage? But I figure I'm gonna wake up, and I have a calm mind now from sleep talk, so might as well wake up. Maybe I can live this hit and like keep this thing going. But no, it's just too much damage. It did about 250, so I'm thinking it's probably going to do about 170, 180. But maybe I can get away with surviving and getting off a rest. And then, you know what? It hit me. I'm like, wait a minute. This is a fucking Zoroark. So as soon as I realized that, I'm like, no way I'm leaving my Victini in here. He's A, faster than me, and B, probably has Sucker Punch. So I'm going to go with my Hydreigon. Shows he has Sucker Punch, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that is Zoroark. I was about to, like, commend him on using a special Breloom, and I'm like, ugh, it's Zoroark, of course. That's like the same set I use, and the only reason you have Grass Knot is for things like Suicune and Tyranitar, both of which I have, which is kind of unfortunate. But I am going to do the U-turn because I know nothing on his team really wants to take it other than Bronzong, but that's not a big deal because I can get Switch Initiative and stuff like that. He's just going to leave it in and die. I guess he figured kind of useless because it's really low health, and Stealth Rocks and Life Orb and Sandstorm and all that fun stuff. So I'll go back to my Victini. And Breloom's going to come in. Just going to go for the Psyshock. Don't really want to miss. Don't really need to worry about Fire Blast because Psyshock's going to be able to easily KO the Breloom. Not really sure why he didn't just switch out to Dragonite, but or Bronzong. Well, not Bronzong because he was, guessing he was thinking the Fire Blast, but that would have caught his Dragonite pretty hard too. Also, what catches his Dragonite pretty hard is his Hidden Power Ice, which he didn't realize I had because not a lot of them carry it because Smogon doesn't really suggest it, I guess. But yeah, no, I have Hidden Power Ice, and that is going to take out his Dragonite, and my Victini is going to die to all this stuff going on. Now he only has one thing left, and that is his Bronzong, or sorry, his Snorlax. Snorlax is going to die to a Focus Blast, which thankfully do not miss because I was figuring he'd want to go for the rest, and that would be rather annoying. Never found out his set. I mean, every Snorlax basically has Body Slam, so he could have been defensive, offensive, Curse, Rest Talk. I really don't know. All he did was Body Slam, so not really sure. Now all he's got left is his Bronzong, and I figure not really much he can do to me. I mean, he's probably going to have Hidden Power Ice, Earthquake, Gyro Ball, and Stealth Rocks, which obviously he won't go for again. Hidden Power Ice is going to be the likely choice because it's super effective, although I do have a high special defense, and I have a Calm Mind up. It's going to do really nothing. The problem is Gyro Ball is going to do a shit ton because I didn't... I always think that either Grass or Fighting resists it, but I know that it doesn't resist Steel because I used to use Celebi to wall Scizors in Gen 4 and it never resisted Bullet Punch, and Fighting doesn't resist Steel because it doesn't. It would be kind of... I don't know. I'm like, oh, right, of course, I don't resist it. So I'm like, oh, crap. Because I thought I'd be walling him for days and stuff, but no, that's not the case. However, I'm going to be able to get 2 more hits off, and judging from that damage and the special defense drop, as long as I don't miss, that is exactly what is going to be happening. I live the Gyro Ball fairly easily, and, well, I mean, another 9 damage, and I would have died from my own sand, but that's not a big deal. Again, I still have, like, 4 other Pokemon, including a Hydreigon with Fire Blast, which is what I'm going to go into because I do miss the Focus Blast, and that's not good. But yeah, Hydreigon's going to come in. As long as I don't miss this Fire Blast, it's going to easily KO him because he does have the special defense drop, and it is super effective, and I do have base 125 special attack, max special attack, all that fun stuff. I don't miss. If I did, that would have been kind of annoying because I would have had to fight him with, what did I have? Gliscor, which would have done nothing. But he couldn't have done much to me. Tyranitar, and something else. Anyways, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow.